Hey everybody, it's Nick, Grim Green back here today. So I got some high voltage atomizers from Ikenvape. I'll put a link in the description, but Iken's a member on the Vapors forum. Super cool guy, super good guy, has a great store. He used to sell the copper, or not the copper, he used to sell the GG, but I don't believe he does anymore, but he is selling these high voltage atomizers. They literally just came in the mail, so I'm going to give them a go. I got the stainless steel ones. They look slick. I mean, we'll see how it goes. So, I mean, it looks like a 510 atomizer. There's a washer in there, so I don't know if these are the DSE ones. But I got a high volt device. I got some juice that I've never tried that I'm looking forward to trying, and we're just going to test this out. He did send along a little note that said to use it with a cart. I'm not going to actually use it with a cart right now because I want to try this vanilla juice from the House of Vapor, which I have yet to try. I can't believe I've had it this long and never tried it. But anyway, so that's it on the copper. Man, that looks cool as hell. Look at that. I'm hoping that the primer is going to be minimal in here, but regardless, I'm just going to plug these on and give it a vape. These are described as high voltage atomizers. I actually don't have any high voltage juice right now, but I do have a high volt device, the copper. So we're just going to rock this down with 3 drops of juice and see how it goes. Performing really well for just being right out of the plastic. Super light draw. It has a different feel than a 510 atomizer. And I don't know who makes these. I don't know where they come from. But a regular Joy 510 atomizer, it feels different than this. And when I say feel, I mean how it feels when you're vaping it. You can hear this one crackling a little bit more, and it's got a nice light, really light draw. Not too light, but you know, just kind of that sweet spot. I'm going to give it a few more vapes here. I'm getting great flavor, obviously good vapor. This is 18 milligram juice at 6 volts, so yeah, it's giving me a good throat hit. I wouldn't say reckless, but it's definitely there. So what this is going to be is kind of just my first impressions, and in this same video, in like a week or two, I'll do a follow-up and we'll put it all in one video. Man, I'm really surprised. I've never had an atomizer perform this well right out of the package before. There doesn't seem to be any primer, cruddy tasting flavor in here. I mean, as you can see, it's performing really well. The copper's 6 volts, so this is 6 volts going through this atomizer. The vapor doesn't feel as warm. It feels a lot cooler, but it feels really flavorful. Excellent. So I'm going to put this through its paces. I'm going to vape the hell out of this and let you guys know how it turns out, how these hold up, how the high volt addies rock on a high volt device. Obviously, I'll be using it on the copper, so there you go. Did you see me almost drop that? Anyway, so thank you, Ikenvape. I'm going to put a link in the description, and these are the high voltage addies, and I'll report back with my findings. Alright, so it's been 5 days and I've been using nothing but this high voltage 510 atomizer on the copper, a high volt device. I've actually been dripping a strange concoction of half Marlboro, half RY3, which is actually pretty tasty at 6 volts. It's been performing very well. Really very well. I've been getting fantastic flavor. Obviously a rockin' throat hit. Vapor production, it's about the same. One difference that I've noticed, the draw feels different. If you're used to a Joey 510 atomizer, this feels different. It's not better or worse, it just feels different. It's louder, you can hear it crackling the juice much more, and it seems to get flooded a little bit more easily. I put about 2 drops in, vape a few puffs, put about 2 drops in. If I put 3 in, I get that gurgly like sound when I go to take a drag. And just for shits and giggles, I'm going to go ahead and throw this on a 3.7 volt device. They recommend that it should be used on 5 to 6 volts, but I do have a 510 Spade right here that's 3.7 volts. I actually have never tried this before, so let's try the high volt Addy on a low volt device. It's actually performing pretty well. It's really intended for high volt devices. The reason is the ohms are different. If you know anything about ohms, which I don't, I'm actually pretending right now to know something about ohms. It says on the website that the average ohm rating for a regular 510 is 3.0 ohms. These are rated at 3.5 ohms, which in theory should give you a better vaping experience. One thing I've noticed in the difference between the regular 510 atomizer and the high volt 510 atomizer is the vapor coming out of the high volt atomizer isn't as hot. When you vape at a high voltage, 5-6 volts, the vapor feels warmer. When you vape this at 6 volts, it actually feels more like 3.7 volts in terms of the warmth of the vapor coming into your mouth. And this is a regular Joy-E standard 510 atomizer. Which is still excellent, but I think I might be giving the edge to the high volt atomizer, and it's just kind of a feel thing. I like the way it feels, I like the way it draws. If you're careful not to flood it, it'll really perform very well for you. I haven't really noticed any other differences. The cartridges still fit on here. This is a cut one that I've been using, but regular 510 cartridges will fit on there. But otherwise, this has been fantastic for me, and I'll keep using it until it dies. So, you know what? There it is. Ikenvape.com sells these for $10.99. So the lowest price I've found for a regular Joy 510 atomizer is like $8 or something like that at the lowest. So for $3 more, yeah, that's $3 more. For $3 more, you can get a high voltage atomizer that will also work at 3.7 volts, but it's designed for a high volt device. In this case, I've been using it on the copper, which is 6 volts. The only difference I've found, like I said before, at least 3 or 4 times, is the vapor doesn't feel as super warm. I've been getting a little bit better flavor, a rockin' reckless, rad throat hit, and it's been performing very nicely. It feels different, but you know what? That's actually a huge part of vaping, is how it feels when you take a drag. This feels really nice. It just feels a little bit different than a regular 510 atomizer. So, you know what? That's what it is. I'm going to wrap this up. I would recommend, if you have high volt devices, I would really recommend trying out the high volt atomizer. I mean, you really have nothing to lose other than getting another atomizer that will really perform really well. I was really surprised how well this performed right away, and that didn't stop. I mean, it still hasn't stopped. So, you know what? That's what I got. It's ikenvape.com. I'm going to put a link in the description. $11 will get you a high volt 510 or 901 atomizer, and I would recommend it. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on vaping.